Good morning. I am Barbara Smith, First Vice President of the Black Diamond Girl Scout Council. On behalf of our President, Beth Walker, and the Board of Directors and all those who are involved in this project, we welcome you and are really happy that you came out to join us this morning on this cold morning. Beth Walker, as she said, does send her greetings and also regrets that she's not able to join us today. I've been a Girl Scout since I was 7 years old. Girl Scouting has always been a part of my life over the past 54 years. I learned to make hospital corners when making a bed, to lashing a table on which we cooked at our primitive site at Camp Sandy Bend, to identifying trees and plants, to canoeing on the Greenbrier River. Last night I looked at some of the things that I've saved throughout the years. I found a picture of myself when I was a Brownie in 1959, and I also found my Girl Scout handbook from 1960. So Girl Scouting has been an important part of my life. I spent my summers at Girl Scout camps in Ohio and West Virginia and thought I was something special because I was in charge of the waterfront. I have a great many memories of all the activities that we did in Girl Scouting. But what has also stayed with me is that it gave me many opportunities for leadership roles. Gave me confidence to know that I can make a difference in this world and taught me that challenges can be met. I hope and pray that I've been a good role model to our own daughters who have been Girl Scouts, that I have been a good role model in our community as a leader through many organizations and also in my church. I also hope in my profession of teaching that I was able to share with students these same values I learned in Girl Scouting: cooperation, kindness, positive self-esteem, honoring diversity, inspiring others, and being empowered to make a difference. I felt honored several years ago when I was asked to serve on the Black Diamond Girl Scout Board of Directors, but I had to ask myself, what do I bring to the table? I found out that I had the Girl Scout experience which I could share with other board members. And I'm proud to continue doing that today as I serve on several committees and am also first vice president. In 1912, Juliette Gordon Low brought together 18 girls in Savannah, Georgia. She believed that girls deserved to have the same opportunities as boys to develop physically, mentally, and spiritually. In the 1920s, Girl Scouting inspired girls to participate in programming on flight, electricity, and natural sciences, and had girls thinking about entering non-traditional careers. Through the years, there have been many activities, from helping soldiers in World War II by securing personal necessities, supported civil rights events in the 1950s, connected with their Girl Guide sisters from throughout the world. What would Juliette Low say now if she knew that today in the United States we are 3.2 million strong? We have 2.3 million girl members and 890,000 adults. And we have 59 million women in the U.S. today who are Girl Scout alumni. We have many celebrities, many people that names you'll recognize. Elizabeth Dole, former president of the American Red Cross, Kristen McAuliffe, a teacher and astronaut, First Lady Michelle Obama, and former First Ladies Nancy Reagan, Hillary Clinton, and Laura Bush, and former Supreme Court Judge Sandra Day O'Connor, who have all been Girl Scouts. In fact, 64% of today's women leaders in civic, corporate, political, and faith organizations were once Girl Scouts, and I think that's amazing. That's why I am personally excited to be here talking about our new facility here in Charleston. The Girl Scout movement has solidified its position as the premier leadership organization for girls, and through its new girl-centered leadership model, leaders will make a statement in this community, our region, and our nation that girls are up to the challenge. Last year, we all came here to Charleston to celebrate 100 years. Today, we are here to take steps to create the state-of-the-art Black Diamond Girl Scout Council Girl and Volunteer Resource Center. I was asked to tell you what excites me about this facility. I was asked to name one thing. Well, I can't limit it to just one thing. The first area that I'm thrilled about is the Volunteer Enrichment Center for Program, Resources, and Training. My educational background is in adult education, so I'm a firm believer in the adage, you are never too old to learn. To have the space and the up-to-date, high-tech center will be awesome, in which the volunteers can learn, train, and grow, and then in turn pass this on to the girls. And as I said before, I loved camping. So you knew that I would be excited about the first urban camp. Girls from throughout the council will be given the opportunity to come to Charleston and stay in a safe and secure facility while enjoying activities in science and art. Plus, they will have a chance to be outside in the green space, which allows for outdoor activities. And the fire pit is going to be there, where I can imagine girls and leaders will be singing songs and making new friends. Now, that's three things that I'm excited about. I guess I'm just excited about the entire building. And when I start talking about Girl Scouts, I truly could go on and on. Thank you very much. And I'd like to introduce now Mike Walker, who's chairperson of the Capital Campaign.
Thank you. I'm glad to be out here this morning. Beautiful day, a little cool. A lot of us know Girl Scouts for the wonderful cookies, and there's some over there on the table. Buy some before you leave. The Thin Mints over there, guarantee, will be ready to eat without the necessary use of a freezer here in about 15 or 20 minutes or so. Just to say, glad to be here, chair of the Capital Campaign. What a marvelous project. Again, thank you for showing up again today. We have a tough job ahead of us. Raise the funds for this project. I know we're going to be able to do it. I'm personally very excited about this. This gives the opportunity for the girls in the council, West Virginia, Southeast Ohio, Maryland, Virginia, to come to the capital city, experience an urban area in a safe, secure place with the fire pit, with the girls' zone, with the dormitories that are going to be in here, versus going out into the country and having the girls experience a rural Girl Scout camp. But more importantly, Girl Scouts gives these young ladies the opportunity to get self-confidence, developmental skills, leadership skills, the ability to realize you can be whatever you want to be. Again, thank you for coming up today. We appreciate you. I'm going to have Susan Thompson come speak to you now.
We are very fortunate today to have several of our especially our mayor. Come here, Mayor. This is TV time for Mayor Jones. I'm going to ask him to say a few words, and then I know that there are other delegates out in our group here. Brooks McCabe, I see you. If anyone else is one of our representatives in the House or Senate, would you please come up and join us? And Danny, I'm going to ask you to say a couple of words. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a big deal for Charleston and certainly for the West Side and for this area. You know, in the 90s, I listened to a story on NPR, and they were talking about the best CEO in America. And they named Elizabeth Dole. She was head of the Red Cross. And they interviewed her, and one of the attributes she made for her success in life was her association with the Girl Scouts. And I was glad that because of her name was mentioned this morning, it reminded me of that. And I think that's kind of incredible. And every decision we make in our city, in our state, and in our country, but in our area, because this is the one that I'm personally involved in, should be around people like this, people this age, young people. If we do it for them, it will come to us, I promise. And it's coming to us now with what's behind us, and it's going to be great for our city in this area. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Danny. When Girl Scouts of Black Diamond was formed, it was 1974. It was formed with the merger of 4 councils. And Shelley Moore was one of the board chairs at the Wheeling Girl Scout Council. We did invite Shelley Moore Capito to be here today, but she had to be on the Hill in D.C. Instead, she has sent a representative to say a few more words about her experiences in Girl Scouting. So in Shelley Moore's Capito's place, Mary Elizabeth, you are on.
Thank you. I'm here to represent and read a letter from Shelley Moore Capito, your member of Congress and a former Brownie. Ms. Thompson, Mayor, Beth, and distinguished guests, thank you for including me in the groundbreaking ceremony for the new headquarters for Girl Scouts of Black Diamond Council. I am truly sorry that I'm not able to join you today, but I would love to return upon completion of this building, which will serve as a one-of-a-kind resource center and girl urban camping zone. Formed in 1974 through a merger of 4 councils, the Girl Scouts of the Black Diamond serves girls in 61 counties in West Virginia, Ohio, Virginia, and Maryland. It was named to recognize coal as a major industry in these states. Although known for its annual cookie sales, the Girl Scouts are an honored tradition, taking young girls and turning them into confident, skilled leaders and community members. This new headquarters, complete with a girl urban camping zone, is the acknowledgement of our changing world and the need to continue to adapt to the culture of today's young girls. I applaud the efforts of staff, volunteers, and the girls themselves to continue to work on character, courage, and confidence to produce a better next generation. The Girl Scouts are wise to keep basic structure in place, but with flexibility to grow. I am sure all you girls are thrilled. I would like to mention that I was a Brownie when we lived in Washington, D.C. while my father was in Congress. Being uprooted from my home in West Virginia, joining a Brownie troop taught me the value of friendship, learning new skills, and how to be part of a group. I owe those great childhood memories to this organization. Again, thank you again for your invitation today. My mother participated in the grand opening of the Service Center on Hale Street in 1987 as First Lady of the state of West Virginia. I hope I can continue the tradition and join you for the ribbon cutting of this new progressive center, as my mother did so long ago. Congratulations on your impressive achievement. It is an honor to serve as your member of Congress. Shelley Moore Capito. Thank you. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you very much. We're now I'm going to tell you just maybe 2 or 3 sentences about Black Diamond. We were formed in 1974, almost 40 years ago. 25 to 27 years ago, Ann McCuskey was part of a group that helped search all over Charleston for a service center at 210 Hale Street. When I moved there, we were only using 3 of the 4 floors. We renovated the 4th floor, and we are now using the entire building. There is not room there for a chipmunk to take up space, only in the evening. So we are really looking forward to having a volunteer resource center that will make it possible for volunteers and girls to come into Charleston to participate in Girl Scouting and to further educational opportunities. Now, we served girls in programs from A to Z. We did an astronaut program and we put them on a spaceship. We've gone to the zoo in Columbus, Ohio, and they've stayed overnight with the lions and tigers and bears. We currently do programs with A building company, which is Paramount Builders, moves down a little bit further in the alphabet, to ZMM, our architectural firm. So I would like to ask Derek Foster and Adam Crayson to come up, and Bob Orders, I think you are here. These folks have been instrumental in working with us. We started the design build process back in January of last year. We've worked with these guys to make sure that this building takes place, and we do anticipate that by November 1 we'll be moving into this place. These folks, along with all of these folks, as well as all of you, are making Girl Scouting possible in our 61 county jurisdiction, and I would like to thank you. Now, I think, are there 12 shovels over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Please hand these folks shovels.
Are y'all ready? Hi. You're happy to be here.
Everybody for being here. This is a really important time for Black Diamond and your participation. You will look at
Got my hair cut yesterday.
Take a little scoop. Now what? You get to keep your show.
Go the other side.
Now, get on this side.
Oh, we're taking another picture.
We're going to do one with that. So we have all this.